The next generation of Apple's flagship smartphone lineup is already generating serious attention. And according to new industry reports, the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro series could represent one of the biggest internal upgrades Apple has made in years. While the devices are still months away from their official announcement, early information suggests that Apple is preparing a major technological transition, one focused not just on performance, but on connectivity, efficiency, and long-term hardware independence. At the center of these changes is Apple's continued effort to reduce reliance on third-party suppliers, especially Qualcomm. For years, Apple has depended on Qualcomm's 5G modem technology. But now, reports indicate that the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max will fully transition to Apple's own custom-designed cellular modem, known as the C2 chip. This move marks a critical step in Apple's long-term strategy to control every major component inside the iPhone. Apple first began this journey with the C1 modem introduced in earlier experimental models, followed by improved versions that focused heavily on power efficiency and network stability. According to analysts, the upcoming C2 modem is expected to push performance even further. The new modem is rumored to support both sub-6 GHz and ultra-fast mmWave 5G connectivity. That's important because mmWave technology enables extremely high data speeds, particularly in dense urban environments. If accurate, this would be Apple's first fully integrated modem capable of delivering top-tier 5G performance across all Pro models, while also improving battery efficiency and thermal management. The C2 modem is expected to be manufactured using TSMC's advanced 4nm process, allowing Apple to reduce energy consumption while maintaining faster and more stable network performance. But Apple's connectivity upgrades don't stop there. Alongside the new modem, reports suggest Apple will introduce a next-generation wireless networking system called the N2 chip. The current N1 wireless chip already supports modern technologies like Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread connectivity, improving features such as AirDrop transfers and personal hotspot stability. Although detailed specifications for the N2 chip remain limited, analysts expect improvements in wireless speed, connection reliability, and ecosystem communication between Apple devices. This aligns perfectly with Apple's broader vision of seamless device integration, where iPhones, Macs, iPads, and wearables communicate faster and more efficiently than ever before. Another major area of change appears to be the display design. Apple is reportedly working toward moving more Face ID components underneath the OLED display panel. Specifically, elements like the flood illuminator may be hidden beneath the screen itself. This engineering shift would allow Apple to significantly reduce the size of the dynamic island. Current estimates suggest the dynamic island could shrink by roughly 35% compared to existing models. Rather than removing the feature entirely, Apple seems focused on making it less visually intrusive while maintaining its functionality for notifications, multitasking, and live activities. A smaller cutout would increase the screen-to-body ratio, creating a cleaner and more immersive viewing experience without fundamentally changing how users interact with the device. Performance improvements are also expected to play a major role in the iPhone 18 Pro lineup. According to reports, Apple plans to introduce the A20 Pro processor, a chip believed to be built using TSMC's first-generation 2nm manufacturing process. This transition from the current 3nm architecture represents a significant leap in semiconductor technology. Smaller transistor sizes typically translate into faster processing speeds, improved AI performance, and noticeably better energy efficiency. In practical terms, users could see stronger gaming performance, faster app launches, improved machine learning capabilities, and longer battery life despite increasing computational demands. Apple's growing focus on on-device artificial intelligence also makes this upgrade especially important. As AI-powered features continue expanding across iOS, the need for efficient and powerful silicon becomes increasingly critical. Camera technology may also receive one of its most meaningful upgrades yet. Reports suggest Apple's main 48-megapixel Fusion camera could introduce variable aperture technology. Unlike fixed aperture smartphone cameras, a variable aperture allows the lens to physically adjust how much light enters the sensor. This gives users better control over depth of field and image exposure, depending on lighting conditions. In bright environments, a narrower aperture can improve sharpness and detail. In low-light scenarios, a wider aperture allows more light to reach the sensor, improving nighttime photography. Although smartphones still have smaller sensors compared to professional cameras, this feature could significantly enhance portrait photography, cinematic video capture, and low-light performance when optimized through Apple's computational photography systems. Taken together, these upgrades suggest Apple is focusing less on dramatic external redesigns and more on deep internal evolution. The iPhone 18 Pro appears to be about refinement. Tighter hardware integration, improved efficiency, smarter connectivity, and enhanced imaging flexibility. As for timing, Apple is expected to follow its traditional launch schedule. Industry analysts anticipate the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max will debut during Apple's annual September event, where the company typically unveils its flagship devices. There are also ongoing rumors surrounding Apple's long-awaited foldable iPhone, which could potentially arrive later in the same year. However, for now, the primary spotlight remains firmly on the Pro lineup. If current reports prove accurate, the iPhone 18 Pro series may represent a turning point in Apple's hardware strategy, a future where nearly every core technology inside the iPhone is designed in-house. From custom silicon and wireless networking to modem technology and advanced display engineering, Apple continues moving toward complete vertical integration. The final picture will become clearer as launch season approaches, but one thing already seems certain: the iPhone 18 Pro isn't just another yearly upgrade. It could be Apple's most technically ambitious iPhone in years. Built to redefine performance, connectivity, and smartphone design for the next generation.